The nomination of Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense has sparked notable discussions. Amid controversies regarding personal conduct, more than 74 prominent veterans have signed an open letter endorsing him. These veterans aim to highlight his qualifications while pushing back against the allegations that could hinder his confirmation. The Heritage Foundation initiated an impressive campaign to gather signatures in support of Hegseth. These veterans assert that he embodies the qualities America needs in a defense leader. They emphasize his military background, asserting that he is a decorated combat veteran who served multiple tours overseas. This experience includes important deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan. Hegseth earned 2 Bronze Stars and a Combat Infantryman Badge, symbols of his bravery and dedication. Veterans affirm that Hegseth has worked tirelessly for U.S. troops. His mission includes rebuilding the military to become what they describe as a fighting force capable of securing national interests. The open letter touches on several significant themes. Hegseth has long advocated for a military free from political agendas, particularly criticizing woke ideologies. The veterans argue that these ideologies have infiltrated the armed forces, compromising their effectiveness. The letter emphasizes the need to confront the Pentagon's bureaucratic challenges. Veterans argue that the Department of Defense is bloated with bureaucracy and waste. They call for leadership that prioritizes efficiency and effectiveness. Cost overruns are highlighted as a critical issue in defense spending. Veterans stress the importance of holding contractors accountable to ensure that troops receive necessary equipment without unnecessary delays. Pete Hegseth is no stranger to the spotlight. Before his nomination, he gained recognition as a co-host on Fox and Friends Weekend. His work there highlighted various issues, often focusing on veterans' affairs and military readiness. Hegseth's experience includes serving as an infantry officer in the Army National Guard. Despite his accolades, recent allegations of alcohol abuse and mistreatment of women have cast a shadow over his nomination. Many wonder if these issues might prevent his confirmation. Hegseth has categorically denied these allegations and maintains that personal growth has transformed him into a better individual. Political figures are closely observing Hegseth's nomination. For instance, Senator Mike Rounds, a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, met Hegseth before the nomination process. Many expect Senator Rounds and others will thoroughly evaluate Hegseth's character and qualifications. Controversies surrounding Hegseth include a leaked letter from his mother, Penelope Hegseth, which criticized his relationships with women. As attention focuses on this letter, Penelope later clarified that she apologized for the comments, explaining they were made during an emotional moment. In the face of these challenges, Hegseth expressed determination. "We've had great conversations about who I am and what I believe." His assertion emphasizes a commitment to self-improvement and accountability. Considering potential fallout from the nomination, there are discussions about alternatives. Reports indicate that former presidential candidate Ron DeSantis may be on the short list for the defense secretary role if Hegseth doesn't succeed. DeSantis, a retired Navy lieutenant commander, brings a wealth of experience to the table. Several high-profile figures have weighed in, praising Hegseth's qualifications. Kevin Roberts, president of the Heritage Foundation, asserted that Hegseth is the right kind of fighter for America. He noted that Hegseth's service gives him a unique perspective on the challenges facing the military. Moreover, former advisor Victoria Coates termed Hegseth a literal breath of fresh air. This sentiment reflects the hopes many veterans have for a leader who understands military realities while pushing for necessary changes. As the confirmation process unfolds, supporters rally around Hegseth, calling for a focused discussion on military priorities. The overarching theme among his advocates is clear. Hegseth possesses the experience and vision needed to lead the Pentagon while restoring its core mission. The fight against wokeness in the military has become a rallying point for those who back Hegseth. They argue that his leadership is essential to re-establishing a focus on mission readiness. The Hegseth nomination represents a critical moment in the intersection of military policy and politics. It underscores the importance of evaluating leaders based on qualifications and respecting their service. Whether the narrative surrounding his confirmation shifts positively hinges on how effectively Hegseth confronts the clouds of controversy hovering over him. As America anticipates the outcome of the Senate confirmation, the involvement of veterans remains significant. Their active participation in endorsing Hegseth illustrates a commitment to shaping the future of U.S. military leadership. The unfolding events will undoubtedly influence the political landscape for years to come.